This was literally just working 3 seconds ago. Why does this keep doing this?
Previously on Incredible
Here we go.
Tech Fails.
The last installment of...
Okay. All right. Let's calm that down.
Do it live.
The last installment of Incredible Critics.
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys didn't say happy anniversary to me on the New Year's Eve edition, so that was real messed up.
How is the rest of your guys' Christmas?
It was good. It was good. I got to go to Pittsburgh. No, we came home on New Year's Eve, which is a very unimportant day for pretty much the whole podcast. And sorry, I don't know what the joke is, man. So, anyways, the day before New Year's, we drove home.
More or less the least important day of the year.
More or less. Less, though, specifically.
Less, though. Yeah. Definitely.
So, oh, hey, Frankie, you're back?
We are the Incredible Critics. Incredible, not because we're great, but because our credibility should seriously be in question. I am Ben Franco. This week, we are talking about what's on, reviewing Bird Box, and then going over some community responses, which that's a horrible name. But anyway, we're going over your replies to our posts this week because there were a lot of them. Joining me, as always, Tim Gruber.
Hey.
And Andrew Moore.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So I have to just start off by apologizing because after listening to and editing last week's episode, I became aware that I made a huge mistake and forgot a member of our own podcast's anniversary. Tim, I'm so sorry. I forgot your anniversary, guys.
Yeah.
Tim
No, that's
and
all right.
Brittany.
Yeah, my anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, man. January 3rd. It was our 10-year anniversary.
Wow. 10 years, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
It was a big one. So we
way more impressive than, like, let's say 1.
Well, look, I wasn't good. Look, Ben,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna like bring it up on the podcast. Okay. I wasn't gonna start whining and complaining about it. You know, some people might do that.
But no, we appreciate you, Tim. We appreciate you and the love that is shared between you and Brittany.
Thanks, Incredible fans.
So happy anniversary.
Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it.
Oh, Tuna, how's your week been going?
Oh, it's been going great, but not a whole lot new here, so you can just go on and skip me.
Okay.
I'm sure Frankie will appreciate that later.
Yep, saving time. Tim, anything happening interesting? You had some good luck with some Fortnite.
Yeah, I got that dub today. I got a dub in Fortnite. Got a win. So that was fun. I was playing this weird game mode that came back where there's no gravity. Well, there's low gravity, so you just kind of like moon bounce everywhere. It's kind of like moonwalk, and everything is a sniper rifle. So it's really tough. It's really hard to play that, even if you're really good at sniping, because people are kind of bouncing, you just jumping around weird directions and stuff. And so. Yeah, I got one of those dubs.
Don't worry, all you Gamer Incredible fans. Tim and I are going to bring to you some gaming content in the future.
In the near future.
It's whenever I'm not on. That's when it'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
No, I am actually lined up to be playing a video game the whole way through very soon.
You mean on like January the 29th?
29th.
What?
Yeah.
Hearts.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hearts 3.
Which, don't judge a book by its cover, because if you see the cover, it has Donald and Goofy on it. And, that's not exactly what a 30-year-old.
It's not, we're not judging
by its
you
cover.
by the cover of the video game that you want to play, Ben.
right?
Okay, because we all want to play it too. Well, me. By we, I mean me. I can't speak for Andrew.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and kick into it and talk about what we've been watching. Oh, Tim, watching anything besides Star Trek?
No, so if you remember, Ben, we finished Star Trek Voyager.
So and then you picked up Killing Eve, right?
No.
Per my suggestion, you picked up
I
Killing
actually
Eve?
tricked Brittany into Kingdom Hearts 3 being our next show.
Oh, I approve of that
we
decision.
were at the games. We were at the GameStop.
Smart.
And I was like, she was like, well, probably, there's another Mario game coming out. It's like, yeah, it comes out, this week and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, we're not buying it. And I was like, yeah, well, it's a re-release and we'll wait. It'll go on sale, not a problem. She's like, so many games. I was like, well, I have a game coming out soon. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the show I pick. I picked that show. So
it's a good one. That's a good pick. I approve. Very much approve. So what are you watching in the interim? Because that's that's a
good question. Fortnite. No. I don't think we have it. Brittany is gonna pick something. So we've just kind of been floating. There's just been some floating. So Britt's gonna pick something soon, and that might be like the in between as like an extra. So maybe she'll pick a show that only has 5 seasons.
There you go.
I don't know. But there was something else too. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, I'll say that I didn't think it could get worse than Grey's Anatomy. It can.
Uh-oh.
Have either of you, and I don't know why you would, Tuna, and I don't think you would, Tim, heard of or watched When Calls the Heart?
Is it foreign?
No.
Is it
No,
indie?
it's a wife pick. It's a wife pick.
It is a Hallmark television show.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I have heard of this.
all based on a Hallmark movie.
It's a TV show based on a Hallmark movie based on a greetings card.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. But besides that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you tell us that because you've already told Chelsea that, or because?
Oh, every single episode.
Or okay, I was gonna
We
say,
discussed
or
how
does she
bad it
listen?
is.
Does she not listen to the show?
Also true.
Brittany just
No.
listens to the show from over there, or sometimes
Participating audience member.
Over there. Yeah.
Did she go to Israel too?
Yeah.
No, over there across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yeah. No, Chelsea and I talk every single episode about how bad it is.
Oof.
And then, like, all the characters look like they just walked straight out of a Gap catalog. Like it's so bad. The costumes, the setting, everything about it.
Like,
So bad.
brought to you by The Gap.
The Gap. No, we also just finished the 3rd season of Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events.
Lemony
Ooh.
Snicket.
It's okay. It's okay.
Does Neil Patrick Harris sing?
Every single intro.
Okay, but is it the same intro?
No, it's a different intro each time.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not know this?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, the intro is like the recap. So it's like the same song,
it's
but
sung.
with different lyrics, recapping the previous
Maybe
episode.
I will check it out.
Here's the thing. Have you seen any of it?
No.
Any of the series? So if you watch the first episode of the first season, or however much you watch, the whole series is that. That's the whole series. So if you enjoy it, it's really fun. I was hoping that the ending would be a little different, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
It was pretty unfortunate, I'm guessing.
It was very unfortunate.
Rip.
Okay.
Tuna, you been watching anything?
Yes. Well, a couple things. Some good things and some major mistakes. As you know, as we'll be talking
Frankie's
about
not
later.
here this week.
Oh, well, I mean, speaking of Frankie, have been watching a little Golden Girls.
Hey.
Again, not out of a desire yet, Frankie. I'm sorry, just out of obligation. Watched some Bird Box, and by some I mean the whole movie. And
we're talking about that in a little bit. You don't.
Yep, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. Also, made the mistake of not knowing anything going into it. A friend of mine and I like to watch spooky movies every now and then because we find them entertaining because we can't take them seriously because there's a lot of overacting in a lot of them and a lot of really awful effects. It's just humor for us. But this one was a mistake. It was called Hereditary.
This one's not humorous. Yeah,
No,
that's not humorous
we did
at all.
not watch the whole thing. It is messed up. So not even worth a VidAngel. I don't even think of it. It's too awful for VidAngel to even pick up. Again, not a sponsor. And then aside from
Connor Stanball, huge fan of that film.
He loves that movie.
He loves that movie. Shout out Connor.
Like,
sorry.
Twitter.
from a technical,
We talk about it all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that, and he'll like tell me more about it, and then I'm like, yeah, not
Still not interested.
Nope,
Less
still,
interested now.
from a
That's
technical and
still a hard
filmmaker's
no.
perspective, it's excellent. Outside of that, content wise, I can't get behind it. And then I've just also been watching and interacting with this Twitch streamer named Rich Rad, he does broadcasting for Overwatch Contenders.
Nerd.
That's cool.
But he interacts with his audience and plays games with them. So if you play a game with him, he'll like cast it like it's a professional esports game.
Nice.
It's really,
During the
it's really
game?
cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like I really enjoy there's a guy Stone Mountain 64 and he does that with Call of Duty and Battlefield and
that's
Fortnite
awesome.
and PUBG but he'll do it sometimes like as if he's a real soldier.
Oh man, that's cool.
But then he'll break character and he'll get into a lobby with random people. And then he'll start talking like he's like, oh, we need to meet at Alpha Bravo Charlie. And he'll start going on and on like real serious. And then he'll get like mysteriously interrupted by his mom. So that's like his character that he plays is like a guy playing video games in his mom's basement that like is too serious. And
That's
then
amazing.
randomly is like, I'll pick up the Hot Pockets in a few minutes. I'm in a game with my friends.
Like a Call of Duty LARPer or something.
Yeah. It's so good though. He's so funny.
That sounds great. I'll check him out. You
Oh,
check
yeah.
out Rich Rad live.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not gonna do either of those things.
Oh.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Ben, I have been watching. I gotta say, there's
Wait, guys, should I Twitch stream playing Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes,
maybe.
do it. I will watch.
I was gonna say there's a guy who's a pastor, and he and his wife have been playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
I think you talked about it before.
Yeah, we have. He's finishing 2 still. Yeah,
So good.
it's good.
Simple and clean. All right, let's go into our review of Bird Box.
Where are you? Please don't take my children. Please don't take my children!
That is from the trailer to Bird Box, the breakout Netflix hit.
I'm ready. I haven't seen this movie, so I'm just gonna while you guys are reviewing it, I'm gonna cover my eyes because I haven't seen it.
That's great.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes, Netflix reported that it was watched by like something like 40 million people, watched like 75% or more of
It's
it.
crazy.
Like, it is absolutely crazy. Starring Sandra Bullock, the IMDb synopsis is 5 years after an ominous unseen presence drives most of society to suicide, a mother and her 2 children make a desperate bid to reach safety.
I would say having Sandra Bee be the lead was a huge part of that. She's got some
Yes.
pretty big
Sandy
star
Bee.
power.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like, there are very few other actresses that could make you want to watch this film, and she's like the top of the list. She is fantastic in it.
Yeah.
That being said, the way that I sum up this movie is it's like somebody was sitting around saying, "Hey, I wonder if The Happening was like a less bad movie." Bird Box.
That's what I thought too. It's like A Quiet Place and The Happening had a child that wasn't as bad as The Happening and not as good as A Quiet Place.
Yeah, that's actually
Somebody's like,
yeah.
you know what? How nobody used their ears in A Quiet Place? What if nobody used their eyes in a horror movie?
Now, to be fair, this is based on a book
Yes.
that came out like right around 2010. I want to say it came out right around the same time as
It's
The
not like
Happening.
it was just ripping off A
Right.
Quiet Place. Yeah.
Right. So it kind of suffers from, like, do you guys remember The Illusionist, the film
It
with
came out at the same time as
Yep.
The Prestige.
yeah.
I also
like,
enjoyed it.
No, it was a fine movie, but it wasn't as good as The Prestige.
That's
I feel
true.
like this is kind of
Yeah.
suffering from that same type of thing. Like,
Sure.
this is a fine movie,
And neither
but-
of those even took after the book at all.
right? I think you've watched The Illusionist more than the rest of America, Tim.
Oh,
So that's what it sounds like. But yeah, I mean, this is a fine film. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of loses it. I
So I,
think.
have some thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to stay spoiler free for this, by the way.
yeah, because I haven't seen it. Otherwise,
Oh.
I need to just.
Overall, I think the movie does an okay job of creating the atmosphere or the kind of uneasy environment that you want to see from something like this, given the nature of the content. But where it suffers is it does a lot more of the tell, not show. You want to show, not tell. And there's definitely a fair amount of expositionary dialogue in it
Right.
that kind of takes you out of it, especially when people the characters in the movie start trying to guess what's happening right off the bat. And like one of them's like, oh, that's got to be these dark entities that we just can't see that's punishing humanity or something like that. And they don't ever really tell you what any of it is. But
Or like why they can't come through walls,
yeah,
but like, or broken windows. Like, they break windows all the time. They can look outside and see them, quote unquote, but they can't come inside through the broken windows. Yeah, they don't explain enough. And yet they explain too much. It's really weird.
They just explain the wrong things. Is that how? Over explain the wrong?
Yeah, that's what I would say. They over explain the wrong things and then leave kind of these plot holes that are just like, why? How come nobody is asking this question?
yeah, the writing is a mix of good and bad. So like some of the stuff feels some of the dialogue and things is fine, feels good, especially Sandy B's performance of so I think she saves a lot of it.
Oh,
What
yeah.
could have been really B-list stuff. She turns it around. Yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't like how it jumped around in time. So there's like, it starts off present day and then jumps back 5 years and then keeps jumping back and forth for not like a really great reason, just to kind of do it.
I like the concept of it. Yeah, it didn't feel like it was implemented well the way it was.
Right.
The pacing of it felt off, I think, because of that.
Yeah, like the intro was great and then jump back 5 years and then get back to the intro and move on would have been a better film. But instead they
Yeah.
keep jumping back and forth. But again, it's on Netflix, so you don't really have a reason not to watch it. Right? Like, I watched The Cloverfield Paradox, and that's a much worse movie.
It's a really bad movie.
Is it worth somebody? Is it the push somebody would need to subscribe to Netflix if they were thinking about it already?
Are there any people left? that don't have Netflix or access to somebody else's?
Not that I can think of.
If I didn't have Netflix, this would not convince me to get Netflix
Actually, wait, somebody I work with does not have Netflix
or access to Netflix.
or access to Netflix.
Okay, well, that's because
How
you live
old
in the
are they?
middle. You live 30 minutes outside the middle of nowhere. In
No, they have Hulu instead. That's kind of their choice of
That was a trick question. Trick answer.
But yeah, no, this wouldn't make me want to get Netflix, but it's there.
It's worth
So-
watching if you have it.
Yeah, it's a good VidAngel.
Yeah, not a little parental advisory there.
It is TVMA, so read up on it before you watch it with your children.
What?
Are we going to go into a spoiler version of this at all? Because there's some stuff I kind of want to talk about with the spoiler version.
I'll cover my eyes. Hold on.
All right. We'll talk some.
Just for like 2 minutes.
Okay, so if you haven't seen Bird Box and you're planning on it,
Cover your eyes.
fast forward like 2 minutes.
Yes.
As soon as I find the music, I don't know where the music is.
We have spoiler music.
This just in.
That's not it. Yeah, we have spoiler music. You
But
don't
that'll
remember?
work.
Spoiler.
I'll
I'm
even set
pretty
a
sure that was it.
stopwatch for 2 minutes so you can count exactly. You ready?
All right. Why
Starting.
isn't the
Oh, I
spoiler
just
playing? Hang on. No.
if people don't know by now that there's gonna be spoilers, you need to listen with your ears.
Listen with your ears. No, really, guys, we're going to spoil it. Here we go.
Incredible fans.
I don't know why that didn't pull over before. Okay, now we
Stopwatch
can spoil
started.
it.
All right. So, can I just say that the one guy in it, Ben, that is a huge jerk the whole movie, ends up being right about everything he says.
John
And it
Malkovich?
kind of irritates me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he told them not to let the nice gal in because she ended up letting in the psychopath who ended up getting her killed and multiple other people killed.
Yeah.
And they never explain the psycho people who can look at the creatures without killing themselves. Not that that needs to be explained per se, but it is kind of weird.
So it's not explained that well, but the pretty much good people see the creatures and go insane and kill themselves. Bad
People who are already insane.
bad people see the creatures, pretty much like what they see, and then they're able to not kill themselves because they're horrible people. That's the only thing.
Fair enough.
Which is an interesting concept, except it's not really developed that much in the film.
Right.
Like it could have been developed more, I feel. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Also, I can't imagine taking a boat anywhere blindfolded.
Yeah.
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 Also, pour one out for our boy who gave his life at the grocery store.
Yeah, right.
That
scene was pretty intense. But like, I don't know, it just they like rush to get like this whole group of people together and then
Kill them
really
off
quickly all of them die or leave or it's just the ending. I will say the very ending I did not see coming. I won't spoil it for Tim, but the very ending of it, I was like, that's actually pretty interesting.
Is she a robot?
She's a robot the whole time.
Why'd you spoil that?
Sorry.
Why would you spoil that? Ugh.
spoilers are done. I think everybody, you're free to listen again.
Did we make it in under 2 minutes?
It was like, yeah, it was just over 2 minutes, but you didn't actually technically spoil anything when you said that last thing. So yes, we made it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right. Well, let's finish up by talking about some Facebook posts, which I should have delegated to have somebody actually load up the Facebook posts.
Speaking of which, we had a post this week about that was from Incredible Critics. That was in Netflix Bird Box, a mysterious entity takes the form of your greatest fear. What do you see? And we had some really good comments here.
Starting
We
with
had-
Ben Franco.
Yeah. Oh, I have to sort. Oh, I hate
Baby
this.
Shark.
I
And
know.
I'm sorting the comments.
They
I
sort
never
them
realized
now.
The worst.
I never realized I could hear that song through a GIF until now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. For me, it's definitely Baby Shark.
Yeah, Baby Shark. That's true. That's a good one. That's a good one. We had. Let's go through the top ones, but then let's highlight the very best one last. So we had.
We already highlighted mine.
So Rico put
The
a
Vire?
gif of running and how horrible it is just for 10 minutes. He also put a gif of the clown from It,
Pennywise.
but somehow is in your dreams. I don't know. That's real creepy to think about.
Yeah.
We had some Grease Lightning. We had
Caitlin Callahan, shout out.
shout out. Tuna, you put like a gif of some kid spilling a sandwich on his
That's for
shirt.
Ben.
I know. I know. Yeah, that was good. We had Timothy Crane with is that from Bandersnatch?
Bandersnatch. Yep.
On Netflix. Yeah.
Yep.
Spooky.
Yep.
We had actually a guy that from my church, John Kincaid. He posted a gif of Will Ferrell stroking his beard, but there's no beard. And John has a pretty awesome beard, so I knew it was the fear of waking up to no beard. And then we had a really great one from Timothy Gruber, who's a listener, VIP listener, Timothy Gruber, who is afraid of waking up in
Mamma Mia. Here I go
What a
again. My. How can I,
I would just
resist
open my
you?
eyes and Mamma Mia. I'm in Mamma Mia. Wow. Oh, what a nightmare. We also had a great one from an old friend of the old show, Neil Campbell, which was a big redneck dude cutting his hedges with a lawnmower.
Duct tape to a pole. This is pretty solid.
Yeah, and you want to look up his like explanation of how he found that. That's pretty funny
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
But I think the top one is not the monkey in the chair. Shout out to Dave Manning. But the top one has to go to Jennifer Mary with a gif of it's like 20
It's
of
terrifying.
Frankie's profile pics.
It's absolutely terrifying.
It's real freaky.
It is 100% the most terrifying
I
thing.
mean, Andrew thought Hereditary was scary, but then he saw that
Oh.
gif.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that and she posted early on. Like that was a quick
Yes.
win. Like I knew it wasn't gonna get any better than that.
And somehow she had that ready to post just in case she needed it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
in
right.
case.
that's right.
That was good.
So throughout the week, we had a post about everyone's most anticipated super movie of 2019.
What? Super movies.
Who
Super
posted that
superhero movies.
Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah.
And just for clarification for the Incredible fans, no, I did not include Joker as a super movie.
That's
Okay.
fair. Coming in hot with Benjamin Franco, Brie Larson. So his vote was for
That's
Captain
not
Marvel.
actually not a movie. She's in one of the movies. Ben.
Yes, I know.
Joe Carrion said, "Oh, not listed here is Frankie Fusco and the Rise of the Saltiness. Can't wait for that."
Yeah,
Got
re-listen to
us-
last week's episode in case you missed it. Frankie goes on a rant. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Gets the shots in, but then he said Endgame and Captain Marvel. Tim
mean-
Gruber brought out Endgame, of course. That
So
was
much
my
hype.
answer as well.
This is a lot of people's answers.
Stephen Jane came in a little different with Shazam and Endgame.
And Endgame.
Captain Marvel and Hellboy's trailers.
Shazam is either going to be brilliant or terrible. There's like no in between for that.
Yeah,
movie.
I mean, you're not wrong. They just have to nail big for superheroes. They have to nail it. There's a very fine line.
Right, right.
and then Graydon Cochrane. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, sir.
Nope, that's it. Graydon
You-
Cochran.
Well, he says, "Why isn't MIB International? Why isn't MIB
isn't
International not
Why
listed?"
isn't it not listed? It is not listed. Isn't listed because it's not a superhero movie. I answered him also on Facebook.
And then you want to read out the last post we did
Yeah.
for the week?
Lastly, we had what is your favorite opening scene? Which is opening scenes in movies are one of my how a movie opens is one of the most intriguing things to me about a movie. Bird Box, great opening for a movie. So starting off with two schmucks, Timothy Grubber,
That's how you pronounce it.
Rescuers Down Under,
Hands down.
hands down.
Running through the outback.
Mind
The
blown.
visual, mind blowing.
Frankie Fusco with Up. That got a lot of votes. That got a lot.
That
Of
is
Actually
a
got a
great
few.
opening.
Yeah,
Timothy
that got a-
Crane also said Up. So Ethan Kabbalah, Mad Max Fury Road. Unpopular opinion: that movie's overrated. That's just how I feel.
In your unpopular opinion,
In my unpopular opinion, Kyle Burke with Spectre. Good intro, good one take.
Yeah.
Gotta knock some points for it not being actually a one shot.
that's true.
If it were actually a one shot, then it'd be really impressive. But the CG. Christian Bowers with Saving Private Ryan. Phil Better with Boondock Saints. Tuna, you said Baby Driver. Still haven't seen it. Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then I said The Social Network. What I really wanted to say was the opening to The Newsroom, but I didn't want to have to give my VidAngel warning on the some heavy language there on the intro to The Newsroom. So I chose a separate.
That's good.
Aaron
That's fair.
Sorkin.
That's
We
fair.
all understand, and now you got to explain it on the podcast.
That's
you
right.
know. So
That's right. So we appreciate all of you on our Facebook. We're going to be putting up more posts like that more often because that was a lot of fun, especially what was her name? Jennifer, whatever. That was
Mary.
brilliant. Mary.
Yep.
That was brilliant. Just brilliant. Well, if people want to send us, or if they want to be part of the discussion with us on things like that, Tuna, where can people connect with us?
You can always find us at facebook.com/incrediblecritics or Twitter at 3criticsprod. 3critics-pod.
You had
Frankie's gonna
one
have a
job.
heyday with this. Also, make sure you subscribe on iTunes and Google Play and leave a review. That helps us interact with you guys even better because we get more exposure. And yeah, that's good. It's all good.
You got to
So good.
segue better. Maybe next time on Incredible Critics.
And again, purposefully bringing in the Instagram afterwards.
You don't say that you're purposely bringing it in after. You just bring it in after.
Hey, Andrew, did you forget
Tuna, segue.
that Instagram again?
Thank you.
Ah.
Tuna.
Just trying to keep in that awkward, Michael Scott impression.
Yeah. So what is our Instagram?
It's just at Incredible Critics.
Okay. All right. See, I
Nailed
don't even
it.
know. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.